We live.
Awesome. See that? I was playing rugby, man.
So you
welcome.
Hey,
Welcome.
It's going to be choco, right?
holiday, and the half day works.
Nobody works. Wednesday to Monday.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. This week
yeah.
is just an absolute
Hey.
nightmare.
And we've got the networking event, which is awesome, on Tuesday night. Dave, quite nice. We've got the
Shop and Mark will show you how to do it.
journey and story and everything. Let's maybe chat about what we're doing on Tuesday night. So we're at the Bryanston Country Club, and we're going to be there from about 6 o'clock until about 9:10. It's the National Public Networking Event called XM Properties Network, which is awesome. I mean, you've been to quite a few.
Yeah, they're very good.
Yeah, and
Really
yourself, Leroy?
Yeah, no, yeah.
So if you want to come network, you want to learn, you want to speak to Mark Berman face to face, well, you can network. I mean, what's one thing?
And then, of course, you've got other guys that are invited up with Andrew's little impromptu, hey, we want you to speak quickly.
Yeah.
And it's like really cool because the things that you just don't expect, you get. But the best thing is, I mean, I met so many incredible people at these networking events, guys with different kinds of experience, like from banking to the particular guys. It's going to be there on Tuesday night as well. We'll give you a little tip as well. So,
Yeah,
there's lots of
be
things.
excited.
Yeah.
And then Leroy, maybe tell us what are you going to be covering on the night?
So I'm gonna go through my first two developments. So one is a 31 flat development, as I said before, in Boxburg. I'm gonna take you through how I founded, financed it, the team I used, some of the challenges, because it was during the COVID period as well. So there's a lot of ups and downs. So it's going to be an interesting one. Take you through how, as I said before, take you through how that went, how not smoother. Andrew.
That's good, eh?
So this one is a lot smoother than the first one. The first one was baptism by fire.
But they say the first of anything is always difficult, whether it's your it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no,
hey, it's
definitely.
crazy. Okay, I can see a few people are joining there, which is great. Welcome to Andrew and Dave's Coffee Chat. It's a bit different this time. We've got Mark and Leo joining. Kimbo Coffee.
This is
On the,
Virtual,
behind the
eh?
PC
Being
virtually.
alone.
Yeah. Comments, tag your friends and let them know about this property thing. How did you get started and why did you start in property?
So I started by mistake, actually. My father passed away, I think I was 21, Andrew. He left me, now I found, and I went looking for the share properties.
So what, you bought the property, you went...
They, hi, I bought your house. They're like, no, this is the wrong house. That's the house
Oh,
there.
really, right?
what did the house look like that you actually bought? I'm interested to find out.
I thought I was buying at 500 and they don't have
That's the number, yeah.
And all of them, and most of them don't. Some people might. Funny thing is, properties, and I think I made like, with the one I sold it for 500 or something. So,
Money. I wonder if you'd be sat here right now.
No, it's probably-
break actually.
And because of the profits I made in that deal, I thought, oh, property is easy.
Yeah.
So the next deal I did, I lost. So I had this positive, negative, like, doesn't work. Or I eventually cut my losses on it. Risks.
and they were talking about cash flow, and I only knew about buying and selling. So I knew about buying, selling big lump sums, and then I heard about cash flow. And Tone came back from the UK, and they were standing in the back of the room there, and they said, "Listen, we've got this coach here, Andrew Walker from."
It's a lot of cash and getting you going, right?
Yeah.
And then you did this, accelerates it. Hey, it was hectic, but it was good, right?
No, it was good. It was good.
You think about that. I mean, your first one was that little flip that you did, and now what's this big one that you're involved in?
Now it's a little village, small village.
Bought a
in
village.
Boxburg.
Yeah.
Now, this is my friend.
We call it Slava village.
From someone who bought the wrong house twice, you know, there's 20 lets, and I guess it's like anything, right? Like you wouldn't go do it right. You just wanted to take.
You get a big.
You know, we talk about deals where we're buying a piece of property and we're buying a house on the property. In order to make it work, we need to do a multi-let while we do the rezoning. So for a period, but if there's something...
Yes, Mark, what are you focusing on now?
We've got at least 6 units. It's a great thing. It's going to be entry-level kind of units. So the potential one is, Leroy was just joking with me just now, where we out in Limpopo province. He's so busy.
Prices could fall if it hasn't been zoned like that. Like, what do you think of?
There's so many different permutations of what you've got building risk, which gets built into your building cost feasibility, right? And then you've got other costs, for instance, legal costs or other what is it going to be worth going to do? And there's always 15 to 18% particular point.
Work out.
And from the small deals, you want this
The biggest, big,
4 times. And on the last one,
if what happens.
because it was taken added, the deal is going to be approved. I'm just excited. They say, listen, here's the addendum. They agreed on it.
Yeah.
They sent it. I just signed it immediately, sent it back. And you know me in detail sometimes. That's why I always, with these contracts and it's most of your money. Because you get finance between the, and the, we did the work.
It saves you money.
And
Jeez.
Yeah, we've never.
Let's start off with them, because what happens is when you're building up a relationship with somebody, it's easy to work with them. When you've already got a relationship and something goes wrong, there's a guy who's a number cruncher of note. This guy studied everything else, how much sand, quite mix, BC Africa.
Interesting.
They sign that, delivering all the owner.
Wall. I don't know how to measure cement. I don't know how to do any of those things.
Oh, scary, eh?
Well, it's a mistake that people make. They go and their development, they go, I can do it cheaper. You can get it cheaply, but first of all, it's not certified. You don't know. The guy runs off with your money, whatever else happens, and then he wants to be in that position. So it's a little bit more expensive.
Exactly. And then we'll come to you, Mark, and we'll talk about what's happening this weekend. Okay. For tenants.
For tenants, I started a bit to battle with the contractor. Then we finished it after the legal.
It's like that's
Mark. So I'm not paying this bond here. I'm not going on lockdown.
Oh, nice. So tell us, what were you thinking? How were you feeling? What was going through your?
I had to service that bond for a month or two, a couple of months, and then the bank gave us a grace period for a couple of months as well, because cool. Obviously. And then so I was tenanting. I didn't have lockdown, right? Now you must know we all not sure what COVID is. You're not sure what gloves, we're sanitizing.
It's like 3 weeks and it's going to be over.
People are nervous. They don't want to touch stuff and
they're really like on a knife's edge. Allow people to move around.
Yeah.
That thin line.
But then it was challenging because as they move in, because now we closed, so then someone would lose their job or something, and then they would
Exactly.
out in property, whatever you're doing, you have to do that first one.
And you're always going to run into something somewhere down the line. Something's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, just take it. We've had COVID now around in circles,
and I think the biggest thing that's come out of COVID.
It's a 3. Then you've got guys who have done developments and want to sharpen the pencil a little bit, money, but I don't want to through to handing over the keys. But you're going to be able to partner with Leroy and know what Leroy's doing when he's doing it. So you don't sit there like an idiot, thinking like, oh, he must know what he's doing. No, you know what you.
Steps that you go through came out of it from me, Leroy, was
the offer to purchase, and we always talk about this, and when we said
on Tuesday night is going to walk us through a flip where he could have made an additional 150,000 rand. He still made profits, and in fact that lodged today.
So as you're talking, check who walks into the.
We're just talking
about kids around rugby and getting them started, training up. Pretty cool in Edenvale. We're starting our own little rugby
club.
We've
got about 7, obviously X.
Of course,
I am so I got home last night and I was hot. I put cream on like 4 times. But it was good. I'm not going to play. Now, Dan, how old are you now? You're 22 or 23?
Yeah, so I'm 22. I turned 23 in a couple of months. I feel old, man. Jeez.
Listen, dude, this is my birthday on Saturday. Yeah. The age gap over here, let's be like, you're not old, not even by a long stretch.
Exactly. I mean, it's just 5.
Nice comeback.
Digging that hole.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, Dan, you're working on some exciting.
He's excited. He's accomplishing his lifelong goal to actually speak at the same event as me.
We'll wait for this.
So not just membership and the 9 starting.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I mean, there's so many young entrepreneurs. We'll be making a lot of noise on that. But even this Thursday, Dan, I think it's this Thursday, we're getting. Let's talk about that for a minute.
So within the Sapin Youth Bishop, so just like how Sapin has its professional membership foundation, we have the Sapin Youth membership going for 97 rand. So they get
very
so
affordable,
much, get started in property entrepreneurship, like you said, not just the investment side, they can join. And then there's the business program, right? So that's where they get the fully blown access to our entire power team. It's a mentorship. We take them on viewings, we introduce them to experts, and depending on it's pretty cool and exciting.
Good, They've all got companies have been set up already. Business bank accounts are busy being organized, I believe. And these are 20 entrepreneurs, and we're going to get them to go out there and just get
it as a youth. Can I come in?
Nah, hard to get back into this after that. What an incredible opportunity for people.
When I started off as well, learning from Andrew. Andrew took me under his wing. It's a message of hope we're giving to these youngsters that they're in charge of their lives and they can dictate what they want to do.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, okay? If it wasn't for property, this guy wouldn't have been able to pay for his wedding.
Actually, I told him now before we started that.
What happened there? Where did I call that one?
It's not an overnight thing, It's not kind of one-on band where you go put 50 cents and you get your money out afterwards. But it is an investment that you can use, that you can plan into the future. And if the timing's right, can pay for your wedding.
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
Or could pay for your car, or could pay for debt, so it could do anything, right? Property gives you options.
And you know what, I think that's cool with Dan, because a lot of these, I find a lot of people on Facebook, I can't find a job, I want to get into this, I want to get into property. Mind that there's other opportunities out there for the youth, so that's powerful.
That's really amazing. Have we got any questions that are coming through?
There's a few questions, but we've actually high level because you're covering detail tomorrow. But how did you fund the deal? How did a 22-year-old fund the deal? And it's registered today, am I right?
The next 2 days.
Next
So
2 days.
Leroy.
When it registers.
That was a big risk. But how I found it, once you do get coaching, right, with Leroy, with Andrew, with Mark, there is definitely debt collectors you talk to, with my lawyers, with attorneys and everyone, how it is structured, right? So I found that deal through one of those avenues. A sweet lady named Tanya, haven't seen her till this day. We negotiated through COVID. Before COVID, we had a discussion and we had to renegotiate the terms. Got for lower, 200,000 Rand lower.
And you see, look at that, look at the influence of COVID on something.
And just time.
Just time.
Because some people aren't motivated now, but they may be motivated in the future. And that's what we say, put the offer forward where it works for you. And if they say no, that's fine. Just wait.
Just wait, give it time. Obviously, you need to build a relationship. I literally checked up on her every second month. Agreed a price for R1 million. I did a lot of mistakes, right? Things I could have done differently, and a lot of wins. That's why I'm super excited.
So she's a work with who bought something fraudulently done. I mean, that's like incredible. Out that the case to
and you just trust that people are doing their job, and you trust that the attorneys know what they're talking about, the electricians are doing their job correctly. And that's the thing. And you said in the course, Mark, yes, you have to.
If the COC was incorrect, you'd have gotten Marisha in to go and check the thing out himself, because that would have prevented that pain from happening. But it's the buck always stops with you. You're responsible for absolutely everything that goes on. It's your money, therefore you've got to put yourself as the front person.
No, exactly.
Sometimes you think you're saving, You think, no, I'm not going to spend on I'm not going to spend on Marissa and pay whatever amount it is. Which will cost you like a couple of grand, and then it costs you 200,000 on this side.
Oh, but you hear
he probably would have done the refurb himself and spent 100 grand. Meanwhile, it wasn't his responsibility.
Exactly.
And you don't know what you don't know, right? But you learn by doing. Partners or sponsors in terms of how they helped, what you could have done differently, or whatever the case might be. And then we're going to break about 8:30, and we're going to what you did right. Where it all started for Leroy. How did you fill the place, right, from start to finish?
When you start talking about how you did it, you give other people confidence that they can do it themselves, because property can be quite daunting. Any aspect of property, even buying your first house. That's why some people never buy their house. They just rent for the rest of their life. They don't see it as an opportunity.
Wow, it's too much.
So you take people that have done some of the courses that we have in the Property Academy, etc. Then they can actually go and do it themselves, because then they know what they're doing as well. And then you can be mentored through development, or in a property deal. There's something you could have done better.
You miss something.
There's always something, and things change, times change, right?
I mean, even tax structures change things, and if you're not on top of it all the time, and you don't have your power team, when we go back to the power team thing, you don't have that, you're not going to know when something changes. Then
So guys, very quickly, what is one thing
everybody is that property is an amazing game to be in. Your dreams can actually really become true. You can pay for a wedding, you can pay for an overseas trip.
And depending where...
So that's when I was starting out, and I was never going to finance those.
But it's exciting, right?
It is exciting.
Because all you do is you look at the money that can be made. But in action, you got to get the stripes.
And the lessons I learned, definitely for youngsters, if you are a youngster, want to get started in property, this is a place to be. Surround yourself with the right people, and your dreams will become a reality.
There was no Andrew, there was no Mark at the time. You have,
definitely,
and it becomes easier.
And I think from my side, everyone, the biggest thing, and I always talk about it, just do something small. Just get busy, and then what happens? Doors start opening. Then you start the networking. So just take action. But what does that mean? And that's it, ladies and gents. We'll get the build tomorrow on how to build and develop.
Super great.
It's going to be super awesome.
I'm looking so forward to it. I can't even. It's exciting, man.
Awesome. I can't wait either. It's going to be a busy week. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all soon.
Sweet.